What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 weapons to use in Elden Ring. With Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree just around the corner, I thought there's no better time to do this video than now. 9 days. 9 days away. I'm so excited. Now, these weapons are in no particular order. They're just how I wanted to go about the list. So I'm not picking favorites or anything like that. It's just these are the top 5 that I've seen across the game in Elden Ring. Now, just to be completely transparent, I myself have not utilized any of these weapons that I am about to mention. There's only one on this list that I currently have on my person in Elden Ring. I've seen friends of mine use the weapons that I'm about to show you, and I've seen different playthroughs, different videos showcasing these weapons, which is why I decided to do a dedicated top 5. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, let's get into the video. First up on the list is Sword of Night and Flame. Now, this sword is a beast scaling with primarily strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith. Now, I will not be able to get all of this in one breath, so I'm just going to read it for you guys because the ultimate, shall we say, of this sword is insane. This has a unique skill called the Night and Flame stance, which allows the user to hold the sword level and follow up with a normal attack to cast the Comet Azure sorcery or a strong attack to sweep forward with a burst of flame causing fire damage. This is insane. I love it. Also, it looks freaking beautiful. I need to find this weapon, I need to utilize it, and I need to make it my entire personality. Now, if there is a Souls or a Souls-like game, you know there is bound to be a greatsword. Next up on the list is the Dark Moon greatsword. Now, the sword scales primarily with intelligence, dexterity, and strength. So if you are an astrologer build or any build that utilizes magic, this is a must for you. Now, the next one up is the one that I currently have on my person in Elden Ring, and that is the Blasphemous Blade. That was one hell of a boss fight to get this sword. I don't care what anyone says, the second phase was unexpected. The thing is, I should have known. Anytime you go into a boss battle, you should always be prepared for a second or even third phase. Now, this weapon is an interesting one because it primarily scales with strength, dexterity, and faith. But in any event, Blasphemous Blade is a key one to have if you are primarily a faith build with really good strength and dex. And next up, Rivers of Blood. Now, this weapon primarily scales with strength, dex, and arcane. So again, if you are an arcane build with high strength and dex, this is the weapon for you. Now, this weapon is more so for mid-range combat and does inflict, slash, and pierce. There are just certain weapons in Elden Ring that make you absolutely obnoxious to deal with, and I love it. And last but not least, the Moonveil Katana. Now, the Moonveil Katana primarily scales with dex, strength, and intelligence. This katana is great for instant slash attacks and also emits like different waves of light, which I'm guessing they also do damage. I'm not sure. I'm going to list off all the places that these weapons are, so you guys can just go to them. You guys can research more videos to go more in depth to see exact locations, but I'm going to give you the brief location of where these swords are located. Now, for the Sword of Night and Flame, you guys want to go to the Caria Manor in a locked room behind the gardens on the east side of the manor. So to get the Dark Moon Greatsword, there's a lot that you need to do. But just to tell you guys briefly, this sword is found in the Cathedral of Manus Celis. And this is after giving Ranni the Dark Moon Ring. So yeah, like I said, all that stuff will be down in the description below where you guys can, look at the link, follow the directions, and get said sword. The Blasphemous Blade is fairly easy to get. Actually, it's probably one of the easier ones on this list to get. So this was the Sacred Sword of Rykard, and this can be collected by simply selecting his remembrance. So when you go to the Round Table Hold, you are going to go and find Ina, and then you are going to trade in the remembrance and soul of Rykard for this sword. Okay, actually that's a lie. This is another easy one to get as well for the Rivers of Blood. I believe I also have this one on my person as well, now that I think about it, because this one can be dropped by Bloody Finger Okina. Finally, the Moonveil Katana, which can be obtained by defeating the Magnum Worm, which is located in the Gale Tunnel in Khalid. That was it for today's top 5 list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Are you guys excited as I am about the DLC Shadows of the Erdtree? Let me know what you are the most excited about down in the comments below. Are you excited for new weapons? Are you excited for the characters? Are you excited for a really great narrative design and story? Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited about. And if you also feel so inclined, let me know also down in the comments below what your favorite Elden Ring weapon is. But that's it for me. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. May you find your worth in the waking world, your hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.